The Santa hat hair is floating all over the place and getting in my eyes. That's the downside of living right across from a hospital. Merry Christmas. As we head into the holiday season, figuring out what gifts to give everyone can add stress to what should otherwise hopefully be a peaceful, relaxing time of celebration with family and friends. And while I can't allay all of your holiday stressors, I thought I might be able to help in eliminating some of the guesswork in finding a suitable gift for the healthcare heroes in your life. Real quickly, before we get into it, I do want to mention that for the majority of these, I don't have any affiliation or financial ties, but for the select few that I do, I will certainly disclose that. All right, now that that's out of the way, let's go. The central role of gift giving is to enrich the lives of those around us, and this can be accomplished in a few different ways. Number one, we can address a need. This would be more of an obligatory purchase that doesn't necessarily evoke joy or enthusiasm, but is needed nonetheless. This would be something like laundry detergent. Sidebar, we will not be buying laundry detergent for anyone in this video. Second, we can address a desire. This is something that we don't necessarily need, but just want. And this could be something like, a 1967 Shelby Mustang GT500 428 V8. I don't know about you, but my bank account won't be buying cars for anyone anytime soon, but it's a fun example. And third, we can address a problem, which is the main approach that we'll take here. However, it will have some nice overlap with the first 2 points. And in taking this problem-based approach, I've identified 4 core problems that healthcare workers encounter on a regular basis. And because we love our acronyms in medicine, I thought I'd make my own here. And that is CLAUS. C-L-A-U-S. These letters relate to the 4 core problems that we're trying to solve, so here we go. Let's add a little more clause to your Christmas. I'm stealing 2 letters for the first one, and those are C-L. The problem here is time. Healthcare workers typically maintain a very busy schedule, and as a result, they don't always have time to do the things that they need or want to do outside of work. So any gift that saves them time or puts it back into their schedule is likely to be a success. And a great idea here would be anything that relates to food, because meal prep outside of work can be a fairly time-consuming and tedious task. The first idea here would be buying them a subscription to a grocery delivery service like Instacart. This is one that I've personally been using for a while, and it's been an incredible time saver during med school. Another idea here would be to buy them a subscription to an actual meal prep and delivery service. There are many available options here, but one that I've used in the past was called Factor, and it was pretty good. These can get a bit pricey over time, but one way around that would be to just do it for a month. Moving into A, we have alleviate. The problem here, and this hopefully won't be surprising to anyone, is that healthcare workers work hard. The demands of the job can often not only be challenging, but overwhelming. So any gift that will help alleviate some of that hardship in the workplace will be a surefire winner. This can be anything that will help make their job easier, make them more productive, comfortable, or something that will simply put a smile on their face while they're working. A couple ideas here would be some comfortable shoes, scrubs, or jackets. Hospital shifts can be anywhere from 8 up to 24 hours or longer, and if you're going to be in uniform for that long and moving around as much as healthcare workers do, it's important to be comfortable. So any sort of comfortable quality clothing item would be a great idea here, and if you want to add some extra flair, you could have it embroidered, such as this Patagonia jacket. Adding to the uniform, you could also get them a fun, unique badge reel for their hospital ID. This helps to add some personality to the uniform and can also be a great conversation starter. For example, I have a Marine Corps badge reel, and this helps illustrate more of who I am as a person. It helps remind me of where I come from, and then it also sparks some great conversation when I meet patients who are veterans. This gift idea is relatively simple and cheap. It can be deep and meaningful or lighthearted and funny, but either way, when your healthcare worker looks down at their ID and sees that badge reel, it'll make them smile, and then also it'll remind them of the awesome person that gave it to them. One gift idea that will apply to the overwhelming majority of healthcare workers and students as well would be coffee. This could be something as simple as a gift card or a bag of coffee, which are always appreciated. But if you want to make it extra special, you could get them a coffee subscription where they essentially get sent a different bag of coffee from various roasters across the US each week. There are plenty of options here, but one that I've been using for a little over a month now is called Trade Coffee, and it's been really fun to try different coffees from various states. This could get a little expensive over time, but I do think it would be pretty reasonable to do for a month. And just in case you're curious, the coffee of the week here is Joe Coffee. It's their Big City French Roast. Christmas coffee. It's Christmas time. Anything can be Christmas if you put the word Christmas in front of it. Christmas water. Christmas laptop. Stupid. Another great option related to coffee, we love our coffee, would be something like a personalized engraved tumbler or travel mug, such as this. This one's not engraved, but you get the idea. And then every time they take a sip of that delicious coffee, unless it's hospital coffee, they'll see that engraved message, smile, and think of you. The last gift idea in this category particularly relates to students. For pre-meds preparing to take the MCAT, you could get them a subscription to MEM, which is an incredibly helpful studying tool for the MCAT. I do have a personal link for this one, so there's the disclosure, and then I'll throw the link down in the description below if you care to use it. For medical students, you could get them a subscription to any one of the third-party resources that are extremely helpful throughout med school, such as Boards and Beyond, Pathoma, Sketchy, UWorld, or Amboss. You will probably want to check with them first though, just to make sure that they don't already have these resources. Regarding other students out there, such as nursing students, NP, PA, I'm not familiar with what other resources they would use to study, but I'm sure there are plenty of available options out there. Moving into U, we have Unwind. The problem here is stress. Secondary to the fast pace and literal life and death job that healthcare workers perform on a daily basis, understandably, they're stressed. To help address this, a great gift idea would be anything to help them unwind, relax, or cope with the stressors of the job in a healthy manner. Some of the strongest levers that we can pull to help combat stress relate to exercise, sleep, and diet, so any gift that would help improve these things could potentially go a long way. This could be surprising them with a membership to the gym, CrossFit, yoga, any exercise activity or group that they like. If they're into lifting, something like a training template could be a great idea. If you need some ideas there, Barbell Medicine and RP Strength have some great templates. I don't have any codes or discounts for Barbell Medicine, but if you go with RP Strength, you can use the discount code Josh Corzan at checkout for 10% off. To help with sleep, you could get them something like a gravity blanket. I'm not aware of any substantial supporting evidence for this, but at least anecdotally, they've had purported benefits to help with stress and anxiety. I actually have one of these, although I do have a king-size bed and opted for the 70-pound blanket, which is admittedly a bit beefy, so you might want to go for a lighter one. Oh, it's so heavy. Okay, I can't move now. Help. One last idea for this category would be a nice pair of noise-canceling headphones. As we all know, the hospital can be a very chaotic place, with all of the fast-paced emergencies and alarms ringing around the clock. When you leave all that behind at the end of the day and get back home, it can be nice to unplug from all that chaos and zone into your own world with some peaceful, relaxing music. In case you were wondering, these are Sony noise-canceling headphones. I think the model is WH1000XM4. They definitely couldn't make that easy, but I love them, and I will throw a link for them down in the description. These are a great idea because they serve a dual purpose, particularly for your students. Aside from promoting relaxation, noise-canceling headphones are also incredible for studying. Moving into S, we have self, as in treat yourself. The problem here actually relates to selflessness, which isn't inherently a problem, but sometimes healthcare workers can get so wrapped up in caring for others that they end up neglecting themselves. So a great idea to help address this would be any gift that gives them permission to be selfish or to feel pampered. This could be something like a day at the spa or preparing a special dinner for them. One of my personal favorites here would be taking someone out to a nice meal, and this one would hit on several points that we've discussed so far. It could help save them time because that's one less meal that they'll have to worry about. It could also help alleviate some of the weight of the job by allowing them to unwind or de-stress. And then finally, circling back around to the problem of the hectic schedule, it's easy for all of us to get wrapped up in the hustle and bustle of our everyday lives, and as a result, sometimes we can lose touch with people that we care about. So taking a loved one out for a nice meal is a fantastic option because sometimes the greatest gift that you can give someone is time. That's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you got something out of this, please subscribe to the channel, give the video a like, and drop a comment down below. Thanks again, and Merry Christmas.